The first part of this presentation will introduce the concept of sustainable development. What is the problem? Why resource efficiency is important? Let's go back for this to 1992 and the Agenda 21 of the Earth Summit in Rio. It states, the major cause of the continued deterioration of the global environment is the unsustainable patterns of consumption and production, particularly in industrialized countries, which is a matter of grave concern, aggravating poverty and imbalances. What does this mean to us nowadays? The main cause of environmental impact stems from the way how we produce and consume. Often the situation is the following. The higher the income due to industrialization, the higher the environmental impact might be. Development is shorthand for committing to well-being for all. Sustainable implies that such development must come at no cost to future generations. In other words, development is required to operate within the so-called planetary boundaries. One simple way to assess sustainable development at the global nations level and to show the need for resource efficiency is by using the Human Development Index, short HDI, on the one hand, and the ecological footprint on the other hand. The ecological footprint aims to measure the demand by humans on the supply of natural resources. An ecological footprint of less than 1.6 global hectares per person makes those resource demands replicable. The United Nations considers an HDI over 0.8 to be very high human development. The countries in the Magic Square are the most sustainable ones. Resource efficiency means to reduce the ecological footprint from the highest values of 8 and 9 by a factor of at least 4 to join those countries in the Magic Square. Critical raw materials, short CRM, are needed in most countries to achieve a factor X improvement in resource efficiency in order to strive for sustainable development, what means here to move to the Magic Square. Let's discuss now a real-life example. Part of the CRM list of the European Commission are phosphorus and phosphate that in the past have been extracted unsustainably in Nauru. This is an example of how human activities can have long-lasting impacts on the environment and the population. Over a century of phosphate mining has rendered most of the island of Nauru uninhabitable. Extensive mining, in particular after independence, has resulted in a huge loss of traditional culture and the country becoming reliant on foreign aid. Nauru is the smallest country in the world with an area of 21 square meters and a population of roughly 13,000. Located in Micronesia, this small island state is heavily dependent on international aid due to its excessive mining of phosphate in the past. The phosphate mining carried out partly by Nauru, but mostly by foreign companies, had rendered most of the island both inhabitable and infertile by the 1960s, leaving everything but the coastal strip uninhabitable. With a rise in the sea levels due to global temperature rise, Nauru's entire population is highly vulnerable as there is nowhere to relocate to.